Hello, PS Unions! Welcome back again to our Ka-Edu Talks, and today we will give you an opportunity to observe in our assigned school to determine the alignment of the assessment tools and tasks with the intended learning outcomes, to critique traditional and authentic assessment tools and tasks for learning, to evaluate non-traditional assessment tools including scoring rubrics, and to determine the procedure on how grades are computed and reported to parents, and to compute students' grades based on the DepEd's grading policy. In this task, it focuses on domain 5, which is assessment and reporting. Assessment is an inevitable part of the teaching learning processes. It determines the effectiveness of the curriculum. At the same time, it assesses or evaluates the learner's performance. Assessment tools that can be utilized throughout the process where feedback are drawn. In this activity, the FS students will be engaged in varied opportunities which will help them understand better the assessment process. So pre-service teachers, let's go and let's do it.
There are different assessment tools that Mr. Padlan utilized throughout the process, and those are assessment for learning, assessment as learning, and assessment of learning. First, the assessment for learning. So Mr. Padlan asked his students about the topic of their previous meeting at the start of the class and gave them the opportunity to share what they had learned. He took this action in order to assess whether the pupils had actually understood what they had learned from their previous meeting and could move on to the next lesson. And he also created an activity before he started his lesson. And that activity is true or false, which is all about his lesson, in order to know if his pupils have a knowledge about his lessons.
Second, assessment as learning. Mr. Padlan encouraged his pupils to express or share their opinions and ideas during each discussion, whenever the teacher asked. And last, assessment of learning. Mr. Padlan gave a test to his pupils after this discussion. It served as their quiz.
Assessing learning outcomes involves determining the extent to which students have achieved the desired knowledge, skills, and competencies. It is essential to establish clear and measurable learning objectives in order to accurately assess student progress. I have found that aligning assessment with these objectives is crucial, which will not be effectively measured the intended outcomes. By employing a variety of assessment methods such as quizzes, exams, project, and presentation, I have been able to gather a comprehensive understanding of students' learning. One of the key aspects I have learned is the importance of differentiating between formative and summative assessments. Formative assessments provide ongoing feedback during the learning process, enabling students to monitor their progress and make necessary improvements. On the other hand, summative assessments offer a final evaluation of students' achievement. Striking a balance between these two types of assessment has proven beneficial in supporting students' learning and growth.
Effective feedback serves as catalyst for student development. When providing feedback, I strive to ensure that it's timely, constructive, and personalized. Timeliness is crucial because prompt feedback allows the student to address areas of improvement while the learner's experience is still fresh in their minds. Constructive feedback focuses not only on pointing out errors, but also on highlighting strengths and suggesting specific actions for improvement. By offering personalized feedback tailored to individual student needs, I have witnessed increased student engagement and motivation. Communication plays a vital role in the feedback process. I have learned to employ clear and concise language that is easily comprehensible to students. Using examples and specific illustrations has proven to be an effective way to clarify expectations and provide practical guidance. Furthermore, engaging students in the feedback process by encouraging self-assessment and reflection has enhanced their ownership and learning promoted metacognitive skills.
Thank you for joining us today as we discuss the important topic of assessing learning outcomes and reporting feedback. Remember that effective assessment not only measures student progress, but it also guides instructional practices. Educators can help students realize their full potential by providing timely and meaningful feedback.